Good morning, vlog. Happy Sunday. Let's just jump to it. We're gonna do a chit chat, get ready with me. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm gonna basically kind of give y'all a life update on everything that's happened. And yeah, because it's a lot. Also, can we talk about this disrespectful break on my nail though? Like, it's sharp as shit. Like, oh my gosh. Anyways, vibes are right. Vibes are immaculate at this point. Got my mirror from Nikita. I love it because I got my amethyst in here. I got my lip scrub, my lip mask. I should do the lip scrub. We're gonna do a get ready with me. Let's do it proper. This is what I wish the Gisu lip oil smelled like. Like the hair oil smells so good. Why can't the lip oil smell as extraordinary? See, this is how I want my lips to look all the time. Just slightly juicier. This is the lip mask. I already consulted with Bestie about what we was going to do with the makeup. I'm not worried about that. But I am going to put this new little thing to use. So I just colored my hair Friday. And kinda, I don't know. It's giving, and then it's also questionable. We're going to take it back. Back to the days. This was all I did. You know, do yourself a favor or go to the details of this video, and let me tell you, my link tree is there, and this playlist is also on my link tree. And just, you're welcome. It's a vibe. It is such a vibe. Oh shit, she's hot. I'm gonna fill y'all in. Life has been a blur. It really has been. I'm gonna give y'all a summary of, or like a timeline of everything that's happened. Makeup is an outlet, a creative outlet for me. Just gonna allow this to be a therapy session. I have not been to therapy since all of this has happened. I don't know. I think I might actually find a different therapist. I feel like mine is a little bit too passive. She just nods the whole time, and I'm like, can you please, like, tell me something? I think I need somebody that's gonna challenge me, gonna hold me accountable. We'll see how that journey picks up again. Beginning of June, we went to Kerrville, and Mom already had an appointment set up to get some testing done on her heart because she was having some pains, right? So Mom's been through a lot. If you know, you know. She had her appointment date set for, I think, July, right? And this is the beginning of June. So we go to Kerrville, and we're there for a ceremony that my dad's participating in. It's super hot outside. We were like not feeling good. I actually had gotten a concussion that week, that Thursday. I hit myself in the back of my head with the locker at the gym. Mom was having chest pains. We were walking to the car, like as soon as it finished, we were like eating because we hadn't eaten because we were not feeling good, Mom and I. I'm walking to the car and I hear Dad yelling for me, and he's like, hey, like your mom's not feeling good. I go back and I see her, you know, sitting down, and she's just kind of like, you know, I'm having chest pains, all of this. We leave and he's like, do you want us to take you to the hospital? She's like, no, just get me home. We're in Kerrville. She doesn't want to go to the hospital. She just wants to get home. The drive home was so nerve-wracking. We are driving down 10, right? We're trying to get home, but the highway is closed. If you're from San Antonio, you know what's going on over here. It's like delaying us getting home. So we get home finally, and she's nauseous, super, super nauseous. I'm taking my meds, I'm gonna go to sleep. So, you know, that happened, and so she had already called her doctor and like told them like, hey, this is like what's going on. I'm not feeling too good. Doctor was like, okay, you need to come in. These are the tests that need to be done. Long story short, fast forward to June 11th, Mom goes into the hospital. They confirmed that she had a heart attack, multiple heart attacks. So she actually needed to be moved to somewhere else where they could better treat her. Y'all, this is a very heavy video. I'm not holding back. I'm gonna be very honest about everything that's happening. I'm gonna grab water. I stayed with mom that week. I stayed with her at the hospital. And that week was also Megan Thee Stallion. And she had just gotten concussion the week before. Mom was having chest pains that previous Saturday. So now here we are. Well, she had a procedure done. Everything was going great. Friday morning was the day that I was leaving with Nikita to go see Megan. And I was crying. I had told mom, I was like, I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to leave you. And she goes, no, Mihai, like, you need to go. Like, you already had this plan. And I said, I feel like I'm a bad daughter for, going. She's like, no, you're not a bad daughter. You already had this planned. Just go and have fun. She goes, I'll be home before you. She goes, they're going to let me go Saturday. And I said, okay. Or they were talking about letting her go Saturday. On our way to Houston, I had gotten confirmation that, her set date to come home was Saturday. So it's like, thank God. Because, as you get older, I mean, mind you, my mom's been in and out of the hospital last decade, all of my 20s. And as you get older, it gets harder because you just, not a case of when are they coming home. It's, it's more like an if. And I'm just being honest with you. She's my mom. I'm an only child. She's already outlived my grandmother. It's scary. This is very nerve-wracking every time she goes into the hospital. I'm going to fill y'all in about Houston afterwards. I'm just going to fill y'all in on the heavy shit right now and get that out the way. So we go to Megan Thee Stallion. It was just amazing. But I was very emotional. There was a lot of crying. So fast forward to Saturday morning. I got to speak to mom before we went to Megan. So me and Nikita had both said hi to mom, all that stuff before we went to the concert. We slept in until about 11. I called mom at 11:19. I sent her a text saying good morning at 11:20. And then at 11:21, I received a phone call from the hospital. And it was the nurse telling me that my mom had flatlined. I just remember hearing Nikita telling me to sit down. The nurse saying we were able to revive her. Don't rush. Just get here as soon as you can. All I know is that Nikita had us packed and ready to go within minutes. And we were on our way back to San Antonio. The following day it happened again. And this time it was right in front of me. I'm scared because I don't know how many people this is gonna reach. Dad and I had a leave of absence from work, while we were going through this because my mom was on full life support at that time. We had to have a discussion about what would happen. Not a kind of conversation that you really want to have. It was looking that bad. Dad and I don't know how to help each other because we saw a whole different side of each other during all of this. He saw a lot of my trauma responses. It also came with me explaining this means this is why I react this way, this triggers me. It's been a lot of those types of conversations. So I think in a way it's been kind of healing to an extent. Will he retain the information? I don't know, but all I know is it felt good for me to just be like, hey, this is what triggers me, this is why I react this way, this, you know what I mean? I think that it's important, as you get older especially, to allow your parents to know how you're changing as a person and exactly how and why you respond to things a certain way. It's been nice, kind of share some stuff. But I'll tell y'all this, there came a point where we were crying as if the worst had already happened. We've been listening to Khruangbin, Khruangbin's been getting us through this past 2 months, okay? We're crying as if the worst had happened. And the song People Everywhere starts playing. We're there and we're crying. I'm listening to the part where they start singing Still Alive. I picked up my head and I looked at Dad, and Dad looked at me and I said, Still Alive. And he's like, still alive. She's still alive. Why are we grieving when we should be grateful, that she's alive still? I think too, we were grieving. Our lives are never going to be the same going forward. And so I think that there is a grieving of, the life that we once had and what we once knew. And because of everything that we've seen, our lives are changed now. You can't revert back. I don't know. I felt really nervous, still posting stuff on Instagram, but in a way it was kind of helping me, doing editing and stuff like that. It helped occupy my mind. And that's kind of also why I'm doing that. Life happens. Shit happens. You can't predict the future. This gives me something to do. This gives me some productivity. It has been a lot. My mom does not remember any of this, so I don't ever want her to watch this video. With that being said, let's talk about Houston. Girl. I mean, on top of everything that was going on, of what I've just told you, here's the thing. I don't eat that much anymore, okay? And when you're also with somebody that doesn't eat much, it's not good. It's not good. We pull up to our Airbnb, right? We got a cute little spot. Everything was great. Mind you, it's all the way on the 3rd floor. And these steps were steep as hell, okay? We're not light packers, okay? I have ADHD. I gotta pack my shit, and I got OCD. Like, I gotta make sure my shit's organized. All of our luggage up, my fan, my makeup case, like, all of that. This is Mac Into the Pink, by the way. Girl, we get there, and Nikita's like, Brie, I can't put the code in. So I get up there. The thing is so hot to the touch. It was scorching hot to the touch. It was basically fried from the sun because where we were, the sun was directly like on it. And so I called, and so I'm telling him like, what's going on? Like, hey, like we cannot put the code in. Like the numbers are messing up. Like this thing is fried. It's scorching hot to the touch. No, like I was just there 30 minutes ago. Da 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 da. And I'm like, no, if you were just here 30 minutes ago, you would feel how scorching hot this is, right? So he sends over his neighbor. His neighbor goes up. And he confirms, he's like, hey man, like this thing is like fried, like, you know, you need to get down here. Finally, girl, he pulls up. I'm over it at this point. I'm over it. Thankfully, I had the wherewithal to pack the food that I had made the night before for me and Nikita because I was already starting to see stars. That's how hot it was outside. We could have had heat stroke, okay? We got into the shade. We ate the food with some popcorn or kettle corn chips. Oh my God, let me tell you. That recipe that y'all see me made on the last vlog with those gosh darn chips, honey. Let me tell you, the flavor tastes like those honey barbecue Frito twists. Mama, get into it. Get into it. It was so good. So we're there, we're waiting. He pulls up. And I go up there with him and he's like, you know, I was just seeing it. And that's what I told him. I'm like, look, if this is the case, you would have seen that this thing is hot to the touch. Like you can't, I'm like, please don't do that. And I was already on the phone with my dad. I was letting him know what was going on because only child things, you know? So anyways, I'm like, do you have the key? He's like, I don't have the key on me. I need to go find it. So he's looking in the storage unit there. He's like, I gotta go somewhere else. I gotta go home. I gotta do this and then do that. We got there at 4. He's like, hey, we can have you stay in this room. You can shower. Da, 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 da. At that point, Mama, we was already over here watering ourselves down with the manguera just so we wouldn't pass out. Okay, it was hot as hell. Thank God I had some liquid IV on me. He lets us into that other spot, and the bathroom was. Ugh. Anyways, it was not it. Actually, let's do our hair real quick. Like the restroom was like rusted. So as I was showering, like the rust was like rinsing down with the water and I was like, ugh. So finally, you know, I had already done my face. Like I had this stunning like eye look in mind for the concert. Like it was gonna be lots of like graphic art. That was gonna be my vibe, right? Didn't get to do that. So still threw a little face on. And so we had already gotten dressed because at this point we're already like running late. So we were already dressed, ready to go. And he comes back. Bitch, he had the key on him the whole time. That's what he comes back to tell me. He goes, I'm so sorry, I had the key on me the whole time. It's like my wife, you know, I was like, take my shit up to my room right now. Are you kidding me? You inconvenienced the hell out of us for you to show up and you're gonna tell me that you did not check your keys? You idiot. You put my friend and I at risk of a fucking heat stroke, especially me because my sugar tends to run a little bit low. So I have to make sure that I am properly hydrated and nourished when I am out and about, because the last thing that I need is to fucking pass out. And I was seeing stars when I was out there. So they bring all our stuff in, we get settled in, we talk to mom, and our Airbnb was cute. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it was a cute little nook. We had so many plans. We were gonna go to the Japanese store. We were gonna go to the butterfly museum, which I was so excited for. I'm not even gonna front. So we had woken up at 11 and we were gonna go. I literally only got to see Amanda for 1 second. Like, I saw her, I gave her a hug, and then Megan was already coming on, and we like ran back to our seats. And girl, we were like the last two seats, which I love that for us, because it gave us like space to twerk, honey, space to twerk. And I had a lot of trauma to release from my hips that I didn't even know yet. My body was already dancing for future breathe. Let me tell you, when you're going through some shit, make sure you stretch, work out your hips, because let me tell you, my body has locked up on me. Trauma just really messes with the body. So anyways, back to Houston. We stayed up till like 5 in the morning. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out. It's on TikTok. The SA Hottie's taking over for Houston. You know, mom was already coming home. Like everything was just, it was good vibes until, you know, that morning where I got the call. I'm gonna just be honest. Have I been okay? Not in the least. I've just been allowing myself to cry when I need to cry. Dad and I have been really trying to just be as healthy as possible, like eat a lot healthier, get a lot more steps in, those types of things, just because, you know, mom's really gonna need us, and we really gotta step it up. Everything's changing. Everything is changing all around me, and I'm just like trying to hold on while spirit just guides me to this next chapter in my life. I have no idea what in the heck to expect. I don't know where my clips are, but I'm trying to. You know what was crazy though? We stopped at Buc-ee's, right? Because it was gonna be a 4-hour trip. We needed to eat, okay? If you saw the video, you know I barely ate that day. Madness, I tell you. We stopped at Buc-ee's and I met Bucky the Beaver. We were emotionally spending. Let's keep it real. I bought my little Bucky's blanket that is now just like a reminder to just live life. Gosh darn it. There's just something about putting your hair in curlers while you know what I mean? Like, so I gotta finish the look. I cut my bangs, y'all. I had to, because they were looking real bad. And still, they didn't take all the pink. Gosh darn it. Unplug your device as soon as you're done with it. Do not be leaving that shit on. She's gonna give a little Bob Ross moment. I'm gonna take this color right here. Taking a nice fluffy brush. This is the Morphe E27. Oh, this feels good. This feels good doing a makeup video. Yeah. Hi. Welcome. Welcome back. I really like this color. She's gonna be my new fave. I can already tell right now. You know, I have nothing else to do except sit at the hospital right now. That's where I'm going. I have nothing else to do except my makeup. So might as well just have some fun with it. You know what I mean? Let your imagination take you there. Oh, but let me tell you. Can I give you some tea? Your girl got catfished the house down boots. Yes, she did. All right, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M506. Y'all, if you're an OG, you know this is one of my favorite brushes, and I'm gonna use this just to give this look a little bit more definition. Oh my gosh. Okay, so listen. I get back to work from my leave of absence, and I come to find out that I'm gonna be training somebody. I'm like, cool, I'm with it. And so she's like, you know, what's your type of guy? And so I list out very specific details, because from my lips to God's ears, you know, I'm trying to see my dream man. Thank you very much. So she's like, oh, you know, I have a friend for you. So let's fast forward. Let me tell you, let's be quite frank here. Your girl does not have the best vision. She has astigmatism. Thank you very much. What I thought I saw as good looking, I was quite wrong about. Take it back to the old school when you use your fingers, ladies and gents. This is how we did it, kids. This is how we did it, with our fingertips, okay? We didn't have Morphe brushes in, in middle school. I used my fingers, thank you, for all of my looks. And I had a signature black and silver look. And if you know, you know. Okay? So anyways, well, I kind of caught a glimpse. I'm like, oh, like he's cute or whatever, right? So I was like, yeah, just give me my number. Fast forward, I FaceTimed him. Now, I don't have that much of a good poker face in most scenarios. But in this one, it was very hard for me to fake that I was attracted to this man. I was not attracted at all. And he made me so hella uncomfortable. I had to tell homegirl, I said, listen, it's a flop. He's not for me, And I told the guy that. When I got on that FaceTime call, I said, who in the F is this? And I kid you not, I was like so fucking disappointed. It's like, you were supposed to be cute. Like, what? And I told her, I'm like, he's gotta be cute. He's gotta be attractive. But I mean, he's like an eau de Monet. He looked good from far away with my astigmatism. But mama, up close, mama, no. Absolutely not. And I don't know why. I don't have the best trauma responses. I kind of froze on that phone call because I did not know how in the hell to get off the phone with that man. I should have just hung up. I should have. But I'm not going to shame myself for that. Oh my gosh, I did it. I'm doing it so effortlessly too. Oh, period, bitch. Period. Fucking did that. We're going to use this for our lips. Pleasure. Take my makeup by Mario. And I'm going to tightline. Whoa. Okay, let's replicate it. But honestly, ladies, get good pictures. Get good pictures. Better to know then and be disappointed, you know what I mean, than wasting your time going on the actual date. This is why I say, when you know how to shape your brow, you don't need to clean it up that much. Oh, I'm feeling the fantasy today. I'm feeling expressive. My mom's gonna be over me. Let me tell you, I've been watching for the past 2 months because I need a good laugh. And Trixie and Katya give that to me. If you know me, you know I'm watching It's a guarantee that I'm watching that show at least one point in the day. And so as my mom has regained consciousness and has been quite observant because mama's a clocker just like me. I get it from my mama. She goes, you gonna watch Rue? She just associates drag with RuPaul, like, period. And I'm like, I normally will get there and eat and I watch I still have to have a moment for myself, You work and then you have to put on a completely different hat. I take a second for myself. And I could not believe it. I'm like, now she just clocked me like that. Girl, I didn't even grab a pair of tweezers. I said, this is very finger-friendly makeup today, y'all. Hello. This is Milani Pleasure. Ooh. I feel like I need a darker lip liner. Sephora. Okay? You could add a gloss, but why? Why mess with perfection? Come on. Also, YouTube, please don't copyright strike me. I'm just vibing. I gave myself a haircut the other day, and look at... This makes me feel sexy. And it's okay to want to still feel that way. Like, life is still happening, and it's okay. I still went to the Aventura concert. My dad was like, go. Like, she told you to go. You already had the tickets. Like, just go. So, appearances are not all that they seem. I had a blast. Danced a lot. Girl, they played some merengue for a minute. Lost my shit, man. And I needed that. I needed an outlet. I needed a way to move my body and work out that anger, the sadness, the fear, the guilt. Like, imagine you didn't want to leave because you were scared, that's exactly the reason why I didn't want to go. And it was like the worst thing, So I mean, if you see me like at the concerts, don't get it confused. I was crying listening to Cobra. We're not gonna shame ourselves. Oh my god. I'm giving cotton candy princess. And this hairspray? Mama. Oh, look, don't have me. I'm in a creative space right now. Think I won't. Okay, so this little brush here worked. Put her in some curlers, get you some good hairspray, and you're good to go. Let's shape the hair correctly. It's been a lot of Khruangbin, a lot of Vault, Jungle, Leon Bridges, a lot of Tyla, a lot of Megan. Oh my god. Y'all, and this is with no teasing. If I teased it, it's over. Whoa, dude. I feel pretty. I deserve to feel pretty. There's nothing wrong with taking time for yourself, venting, expressing, and also making sure that you're taking care of your mental health. I really love the sultry eyes. All right, y'all. I gotta get dressed. Thank y'all for sitting down with me. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you like this look. Yeah, that's the update. That's life right now. I don't know what all this is gonna look like. Will she finally see her friends again? I haven't seen my friends at all. Hi from Current Debris. It is November. So the video that you're currently watching is from July when mom was still in critical ICU. She did take a turn for the worst. On September 5th, Madre, can't can't do this. This is really hard. This is really real. On September 5th, around 11:30, the mother went home. She didn't come home. Mom went home. It was tragic. It was traumatic. How do I even tell you how we've tried to begin to process this loss? Mom is gone. In the physical sense, her spirit is not far from me. I'll tell you what though, it gives me peace knowing that she's not suffering.